All right, and this is another class lecture, and today I have an extremely special guest. I will give you all an insight into my world. This is my assistant, DSTO, DSTO. I'll let him explain what that means in just a second. And we have been working together for the last, what, Daryl? Two and a half years?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. And we're also classmates. So that's giving our age away. So
Yep.
we probably work with each other probably at least 2 or 3 times a week. He's someone that anyone who knows me, that when I first started, I used to do a lot of my work by myself, just because it's hard to find good work. And I wanted to bring him on today to stress to everybody the importance of turning my ring off here. I forgot to cut my ring off. The importance of being humble and learning to crawl before you walk. A lot of times, individuals want to go straight from not being professional to at the top of the totem pole, and it doesn't quite work that way. And so, assisting will help you get really far in this business, but also learning how to take what you learn working with someone and then to apply it to tell stories. DSTO is an excellent portrait photographer, and he's had maybe four or five, at least I know 5 gallery showings already early in his career, which is extremely rare. You rarely see that kind of stuff. It took me about 7, 8, 9, 10 years before I could even fathom doing an exhibition. And so for him to have this kind of rapid growth is quite amazing. But he also has mastered the art of telling stories. Remember, telling stories. And remember, this is documentary photography. So assisting goes both ways. Assisting is learning the industry that you're trying to get into, and then applying what you've learned to the industry yourself. So enough of me talking. DSTO is here. And so, DSTO, I want you to tell the people about yourself and just a little bit of how you got started and how we got started working together and just your experience of working. And then we'll kind of go from there.
Well, hello everyone. My name is DSTO Moore. DSTO Moore. It's not my real name, but it's a funny name, unusual name. But pretty much the universe gave me this name. It was a nickname I was given. So DSTO stands for Don't Stop Trying, Overcome. So it's all about like going after your goals in life, your dreams in life, and just living life to the fullest. So how I started out doing photography, 6 years ago, got a camera off QVC and started to begin to do photography. Me and my ex and I started began to do photography, and sucked really bad. Real bad, wasn't good. But kept on pushing, started learning from other people around making. Went to a couple of classes in making. It kept getting better and better and better. Kept on going, and 2.5 years ago, I took a leap of faith and left my job to pursue photography full time. At that time, I had got good enough, had some clients, had got a studio, and began working at the studio as a full-time photographer. How I met Matt, but I've been knowing Matt for a long time, since maybe 9th grade, maybe before then. I've been knowing him for a long time. So when I came to start doing photography, I see Matt around town, and he'll give me like a little advice about photography and everything. More about the business side of it more than anything, but he gave me some good gems to follow by. So when I got the studio and everything, Matt came by one day and offered me a chance to start assisting him and everything, which I accepted, which is very important, because one thing I learned about photography, ego, man. Leave ego at home, man. Be willing to learn from other people, because you don't know it all. So 2.5 years later, I worked with Matt. I've been extremely blessed to be in about 3 or 4 different states. Learn a lot, have a lot of different experiences and everything. So the one thing I learned about being an assistant, man, just learning way more stuff and everything. You go at home and just be willing to learn from different people. So I don't want to go too further to the conversation. I talk all day.
So tell the people about the importance of learning how to tell a story through photos.
Oh yeah, storytelling is very important. And like I say, a photo tell 1,000 words. And you got to be able to tell a story. Like you got to be able to put somebody in a position to tell their story. Like it's not even like posing people. It's about the background of a photo or portrait. Just tell the story of a person's struggle, pain, happiness, whatever they're going through in there. It's very important to show that because, like Matt said, I had like different, like 5 or 6 different gallery showings, exhibits, and a lot of time I'm not there to be there with the person to tell the person about their story or about the photo. So they have to look at the photo and kind of tell what's going on without me being there. So it's very important to have this like to have a story behind your photo and kind of tell a story through your photo.
DSTO, what are some of the important things when it comes down to learning how to talk to people, talk to strangers?
Man, one of the biggest things I learned about photography, you have to be a people person. You're not a people person, it's very hard because even like working with Matt over the last 2 years, I've been doing photography for 6 years now. We gonna meet all kind of people, all kind of races, demographics, genders, all kind of places, and you got to be able to talk to people. You got to be able to talk to people. You got to be a people person. You got to be able to be relatable. Because sometimes you have to be like 10 minutes to get to know somebody.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, not cut you off, but I think a lot of times people don't understand. They'll see a photo, and that's the thing that you've put in 2 or 3 hours on that particular photo. And a lot of times, you notice, man, it's known for us to do a shoot, what, 15 minutes most times?
Yeah, 15 minutes. Like, you can do a lot of 15 minutes. They were breaking down the equipment and everything. 15 minutes, like, we gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, people don't really get a chance to see. I'm actually trying to, while I'm talking here, I'm trying to find one of our behind-the-scenes photos just so that people kind of get a chance to see here. Let me get this picture up here. But a lot of times people just don't see what goes into what we do. So they assume that, oh, you guys had, such a long period of time, and I stated, right here, this is just some personal work that I'm doing. Where basically, we had a few minutes with the guy, set up, photograph. That's it. I mean, after a while, this is the thing about assisting, and this is why I tell this is why I'm really, really big on this with you all, my students rather, is that assisting is going to allow you to learn repetition. When you do this over and over again, I don't even have to look it down when we are working. He already knows what to do, is up, ready to go. Like we've shot so many times, man, we probably shot, I'm not exaggerating, over the 2.5 years we've been working, we've at least done over 100 shoots.
I believe over 100 shoots, way over 100 shoots.
Yeah, over 100 shoots together.
Way over there.
A lot of hours together working. And so you're not going to be able to get to a high level to where you get to a high level of photography and being able to tell stories through photos without putting in time shooting. How important, Daryl, is personal work to photography?
Yeah, very important. Take for instance, last year, during COVID, everything shut down. Like, I'm a full-time photographer, so pretty much everything shut down for a couple of months and everything. So, no money coming in, nothing coming in. Like, so, but you still want to keep your vision sharp and everything. You gotta keep practicing and everything. So, I started doing a lot of personal projects last year to keep stay sharp and everything. And with those personal projects, I was able to do some pretty cool projects, and now those projects from last year are now getting showed in exhibits, and I got funding to do more projects. I could have easily been home just sitting down, looking crazy, being depressed, but I wanted to keep pushing. So with that, a lot of photographers quit last year because no money was coming in. But I wanted to do more with photography, so I kept on going out there doing personal projects. And now it's paying off in a good way, very good way.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people don't understand the importance of combining everything that you learn from assisting to many strangers to personal work, and then it all helps you become what I call the successful photographer.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times, individuals don't understand that, but when you do personal work, it's actually on the job training.
Yeah.
So if you are not sure what you're doing, you're able to do personal work. So that you run into situations here where we work for a client, and we only had maybe 10 minutes with this guy.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
10
right
minutes.
there.
Yeah.
The same spot.
Same spot, and you got to be able to identify problems, because if we would have moved over a couple of feet, then we had cars behind him, we had a lot of traffic and people moving to the shop. So you have to learn how to do all of this stuff and then be able to tell that story. And so in order to do that, it requires practice. This is something that I'm going to be banging on the entire class. It's practice. If you're not practicing your shots, then you're going to run into a situation where you're not going to be prepared. And in this industry, you don't have that much room for error.
One shoot mess up a career, man.
One shoot can mess up a career.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to adjust quickly and be able to work on the fly.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I'm searching for some more behind the scenes photos, but a lot of people don't realize exactly how important it really is for people to have practice. I mean, on any level of photography.
Oh yeah.
But it could be editorial, documentary. I mean, on any level of photography.
In the level, you need that. You got to practice. Like on what you said. You could try different light techniques. You try different things on your own. Then when you come to a situation, because one thing about the photography part is after you practice so long, do something it comes natural to you. Because working with Matt, man, we all came into so many different situations that luckily we both knew to have the experience to know how to get this situation. A lot of situations that, man, wow, man, a lot of situations we don't use all kind of things to make it work. Sometimes we can't use an umbrella. Sometimes we had to use a bell bulb had to bounce off the ceiling because we couldn't get nowhere. There's so many different techniques you had to learn over the years to help us on situations that we needed right then. Because sometimes you have 30 minutes to go back and okay, let me do it this way. No, you got 2 minutes to get this shot. You gotta get this shot within a minute. You gotta get this shot. So you gotta think so quick, very quick.
Well, one of the things I try to tell people a lot of times is that confidence plays a big part of when you're working. Yep. And the more confident you are, the less concerned the client or whoever you're photographing for is going to be. This is an example that kind of what you just saying, where we were in a completely tight spot. I'm actually surprised we was able to still get all this up, considering how small that spot was. But we was able to pull the shot off and get what we need.
Yep. So tight. I remember that, y'all. I remember that shoot, yo.
Yeah. So this was, in and out. The client made the client feel important, and we were able to do what we needed to do, get in, out, and that was it. And so a lot of times what people have got to realize is that, those opportunities are going to present themselves, and then you'll get into situations where you're able to photograph what you need, because you practice over a period of time. You're able to tell those stories, and then you're able to be successful. And that's the main thing. That's the main thing about getting into this industry, is that you want to be successful. In order to be successful, you have to put into practice. It's just the bottom line. At the end of the day.
Got to. You have to, man, because you don't, man, you go out and embarrass yourself. You go embarrass yourself, like people because you come when like somebody hire you for a job or anything, like for campaign, whatever. They hire you because you know what you're doing. You can't go out there and start sweating like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. Like you can't be sweaty. Like, man, you gotta know. You gotta know, man. Like funny thing about me, when I first started doing photography, I can't really expose stuff right. Like I be like everything be kind of hot. So I got really good at black and white photography. I'm known for my black and white photography because I can understand. I ain't understand exposure. I can turn to black and white though. So a lot of people start loving my black and white photography, man. But I learned a lot of stuff in there though, man. A lot of stuff for those times I couldn't do nothing right. But now I see my progress. I see my progress now because I keep practicing, and hang around people who understand like the light and everything.
DSTO, now, how important is it to know about the person you get ready to photograph?
What's that now? How important is what now?
How important is it to prepare for a shoot by knowing a little bit about the person that you get ready to, or the person, or whatever you get ready to photograph?
Oh yeah, very important. Very important. Especially doing like editorial. With my personal experience, I started shooting for magazines and everything now. Especially on the editorial assignment, you don't know what's going on. You don't know the person. You don't know nothing about the person. Like, and you get sent on assignment. If you don't know nothing about the person, you be like, what to shoot, what to do. I don't know how you photograph them. But like learn a little bit about the person before you go in there and everything. Have you like a little having a little about the person, knowing about the person, give you like a little oh, look at my photo, that threw me out. But give you a little insight about the person, cause you know their personality, what kind of person, are they a musician, are they this, are they that, and you kind of go in there with a mindset of like, okay, I can talk to this person about this, make this person feel comfortable about that. Cause you didn't know nothing about that person, you'd be like. You like in the dark, you be shooting for no like what a story about, what is this about? Like it's all about telling a story. If the person don't like, if you been in a situation that don't tell the person the story, let's say for instance, the person is a musician, but you shoot the person in the library, like that don't have nothing to do with the story though. So you gotta at least have the person the instrument or the microphone or something like that to tell the person's story. Like for instance. Well, you got that photo on the screen right now. Like his name is Robert Lee Coleman. He's a legendary musician in the making. I went into the store. I knew a little bit about him and everything. After I met him that same day, like within like 2 minutes, I like, can I take a photo of you? And at the time, everybody thought I posed, so I looked around the whole situation, the venue. It was Grant's Lounge at the time. There was a place called Grant's Lounge in Macon. It was like an older place. So I looked around the venue, did a little research. I was like, wow. They was pretty cool to put them on the steps right there. Like, watch your steps on it. So it's really written on that step, watch your steps. So like that'd be pretty cool. Like the picture, the yellow contrast with the red guitar and him with the gold niggas on his shoes and all this and the whole old wood. Kind of told a story through his photo right there with the gray beard going on. And I knew him for like 2 minutes and we got that shot right there. A legendary shot.
So and this just goes to show, and I know you gotta give it a scoop because I know you're a working man. When we're not working, you normally working. So I just wanted everyone to get a clear understanding of how important it is to in this industry. Start from the bottom. Starting from the bottom is not you're gonna have. It's not a bad place to be. You're not gonna be a superstar overnight. And most times, I don't know if a lot of folks even want that kind of pressure on. To be a superstar. So, I mean, this industry is something else, and we'll get to the basics of photography in another class. But I'll tell you this: understanding that you need to get a clear understanding of the industry by assisting is critical. It will allow you to get a jump start in your career. It will place you at least a year or two ahead of everybody else.
With no pressure, shoot. So you even got a pressure. You having the camera person, you having a photographer, so ain't no pressure on you. They mess up, so you still get experience and everything, but it helps a lot. I tell them a whole lot.
Yeah.
Real lot.
So, what can the people find you on IG?
Yeah, IG, DSTO Moore, Facebook, DSTO Moore, and you can Google my name, DSTO Moore, somewhere everywhere on a lot of social media. Learn about my story, my journey. I got a pretty cool journey, man. Like I said, I started 6 years ago. I didn't know nothing about camera. I want to be that. I want to go out there and tell the world, look, but I got humbled a lot through my journey, humbled a whole lot. But thanks to Matt, man, I've been able to do a lot of stuff I thought I'd never do. Like being a full-time photographer it has a journey. Tell me the car now, I'm always going somewhere. You always going somewhere, man. It looks glamorous on TV sometimes, but you always doing something. So, but y'all been very blessed for the last 2.5 years, man. So,
and I've been blessed with you, my man. I've been blessed with you, so I don't know how I would have made it through a couple of these shoots if I didn't have you.
I know, man. We have some days, but man, some days we have to talk about this.
So, once again, man, I want to say thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you. And class, hope that you're able to take something away from this this lecture, and that that you can apply it. So, DSTO, I want to say thank you again, and that is it.
Hold it down, man.
All right,
y'all have a good man. Keep on pushing, y'all. Y'all gonna be good. Y'all gonna be good.